Here. I guess it would help to be screen sharing. Screwing up already off the bat. All right, time to get together. Ooh.
sends us pictures photoshopped. They feed us pills, can't see ourselves. Turn TVs off, seek bookshelves. Oh God, please, won't you help them see the truth? Here they come to snuff the truth out. Oh yeah, yeah, here come the truth out. Yeah, you know he ain't gonna lie. No, 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 you know he ain't gonna lie.
Alrighty, I think I need one more song because it is coming up on 4:20 somewhere, and I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that. So let me get just one more song played here. Braylon is up and playing and making a lot of noise, so hopefully that won't interrupt the show. But we're going to try and get a little bit in here. I don't have a ton to share in either, but I just wanted to go live for a little bit here. It's been storming, raining all morning, and it's going to be off and on. So just kicking back, trying to have a sensational Saturday if possible. Braylon goes home tomorrow, so I'll have a little more time on my hands to do research and do shows, and so we'll see how that goes. COVID is a lie. COVID is a trap. Yes, yes, yes. We know. truthers. We're gonna stand up and fight. COVID's a lie. Oh dear. Hey. Good people. Man, I thought I'll go live for 30 minutes and, I'll get a few people on here. It's Saturday. People are probably enjoying the summer, out enjoying it. And I might get 5 or 6 people. And look, there's 3 times that, 18 people already in here. Anyway, like I said, I don't have a lot to share, but I just wanted to experiment and see if I could go live with Braylon running around the house and see how bad it would go, So please, try to disregard his running around and playing and banging and screaming and crying and all that good stuff. Anyway, so yeah, that was Cap and Nap with COVID's a Lie, and before that, it was the Kakalaki Crew. That Flat Earth song, very good, very good. Somebody the other day I heard call the Earth bumpy Earth or Braille Earth, Braille shaped Earth. Yeah, that's funny. I like to say it's a flat plane of existence that we live on. Let me give a shout out. We got Martin Haley, we got Rick, we got Tonette. We have Hippie Shake 29, Jellyhead. Martin, did I say Martin Haley? Yeah, I think I did. But anyway, and Dr. Ryan Nated. Sorry. I just hit some London pound cake in the bucket bone, and I hear Braylon yelling in there, just being a kid. Anyway, sorry. Shaggy 59. I saw Brian in there. Hey, Boston guy 51. Brian would have a Flat Earth meetup on my birthday. So on July 16th, Saturday, on my birthday, on David Wise's birthday also, there is a Flat Earth meetup and at Charlotte. So enjoy that. I wish I could be there, but when your vehicle gets less than 20 miles per gallon on the interstate, yeah, that's not good. Not too much money to go to Charlotte. Dennis, how you doing? Jennifer, how you doing? Biz Whiffer, how you doing? Mojo Shop, hey neighbor. Rick, X-Gen. Braylon, please. Okay. Shh. He's not going to, but anyway. All right. Let's see if anybody else wanted a shout out that came in here. No, same people. Okay. All right, fair enough. I am going to share some residue that Brian sent me, and of course, I have no problem at all finding residue every day. And when I say residue, it's not necessarily like concrete proof of the Mandela effect, but a lot of times it's just like-minded people remembering, like we do, obviously, how to spell something or, whatever. And, it's just showing that there's many people like us, including professional people, including editors of books and so on and so on, even simply with just the word dilemma. And I got my phone was playing too, but of course it was silent, but still I want to turn it off. Sorry. Okay. So, yeah, even with the word dilemma, there are plenty of people that work in editing and English, teachers and stuff that remember it being dilemma with the N, so it was the way it was spelled for a good while. But anyway, then you have the fact that me and many others were taught that Whitney was a black man, a slave, and had trouble, getting patents because he was a slave. And then they come out and say, "Oh, y'all were just all mistaught. We screwed that one up. He was actually white all this time." Yeah, show me where they did that with anybody else in history. Yeah, no. So that's crap. Anyway, Zillion Rocha, hey, Jeff Keeper, Crystal Shaman, hello, welcome. All right, so I'm gonna get back to screen sharing here, and man, he is just yelling. So let's see here. All right. I just want to show this real quick. I haven't watched it yet, but this is a new video by Recall Vector, who's great at finding residue and stuff for the Mandela Effect. Now, I'm not familiar with Broadway, Andrew Lloyd Webber that much, but anyway, Wizard of Oz, Mandela Effect, friggin' huge. Let's just see what we got here. This is a new video.
Saturday, July 2nd, 2022.
Damn.
Stumbled on this a couple hours ago. Andrew Lloyd Webber, Wizard of Oz, on Broadway. And the original wizard was Michael Crawford.
She's so misguided.
Let me see if I can get that volume up, because he is low. I'll just go ahead and raise it all the way up. Hope that helps. He's talking so low.
All so one-sided. That dim-witted girl dares to tangle, and I want her shoeless. I'll show her how fiendishly mean I can be. From the east to the west.
No, not in my past. And I've uploaded a few videos on the Wizard of Oz over the past 5 years. I haven't stumbled on this until today.
When all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a rainbow highway to be found.
I don't want to get in trouble. Come on, what's your point?
Dreams that you dare to dream really do come true.
Okay. All right, I don't get it, but anyway, there's that. All right, I might have to take another little break here, because Braylon's trying to be funny and come in here and hang on.
Well, they tell us they're exploring
flat. Ooh, it's fucking flat. Ooh, it's fucking flat. And that's that. Thank you, Christian Knapp. Kappa Knapp. As always, the best. Blessed by the best. All right, what do we have here? Heaven Bent Humor. It says iconic lines from shark movies. From Jaws. This was no boat accident. From Jaws. I'm not going to waste my time arguing with a man who's lining up to be hot lunch. And from Jaws. We're going to need a bigger boat. Not you're going to need a bigger boat. And here's the t-shirt, folks. Would you like a t-shirt that says we're going to need a bigger boat? I like it. Yes, 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 yes. Do you like it? Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun. There you go. I need to save that picture. Oh, and I do have some pictures to share. No, not that many. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Let me just make sure we're still gravy here. Thank you for linking his channel, Christian Knapp, Kappa Knapp, as we do say. All right. Here is a book or let's see, what is this? It is paperback. Yeah, it says paperback. Celebrate the 45th anniversary of the classic summer blockbuster with this official Jaws miniature collectible. We're going to need a bigger boat. Imagine that. We're going to need a bigger boat and desk because Jaws is here. The deluxe mini kit includes 3 Jaws collectible shadow box inspired. A 3-inch Jaws collectible shadow box, inspired by the iconic 1975 movie poster with a spotlight and button that plays the chilling iconic theme music. 48-page illustrated mini book with quotes, which I'm sure they have the quote that they're talking about here that they named it, We're Going to Need a Bigger Boat. Trivia and color images from the film. So there you go. You can get that kit called We're Going to Need a Bigger Boat. Imagine that. We're Going to Need a Bigger Boat is a book, a funny boat journal, notebook, workbook for seaside, sailing, and ocean fun. It has 120 dot grid pages. We're Going to Need a Bigger Boat journal, notebook, workbook. Funny boat gift with original cartoon boat and shark artwork that reads, We're Going to Need a Bigger Boat for seaside, sailing, and ocean fun, and ocean fan who really enjoys boat quotes. Okay, anyway, you see it. We're going to need a bigger boat. Not you're going to need a bigger boat. And right here in a book, speaking of books, in a book, and it says, then I remembered that line from Jaws and couldn't help smiling. We're going to need a bigger boat. Imagine that. Let's see, we'll back it up and say, I thought about the relentless processing, soul-devouring machine that is my brain. Your brain devours your soul? Interesting. Maybe the brain down there. Anyway, and wondered how on earth I was ever going to master it. Can you master your mind? Then I remembered that line from Jaws and couldn't help smiling. Yep. We're gonna need a bigger bong. In 5 minutes, it will be 20 till, aka bucket bong time. All right, moving on. In another book, book. Okay, that's been edited by an editor, that knows what they're doing. Usually, nobody wanted to make a big show about feeling stupid. We're going to need a bigger boat. The cop who Grant accompanied back from the van was too young to have seen Jaws, but understood the reference. Imagine that. Mhm. Another book. And it says, Celicia stood there with eyebrows raised, waiting for me to catch up on the unconsidered problem. We're going to need a bigger boat. Was a quote from a scary movie about a man eating shark from back in the 70s. We didn't need a bigger boat, but we definitely needed a boat of some kind. Dun, 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 dun. But we don't have nothing, folks. Everybody's misremembering. Even the editors of all these books. And let's see here. Get it bigger for you. We have, to quote a line from a well-known movie, Jaws, when one of the characters saw the shark for the very first time, he uttered the understated and prophetic words, we're going to need a bigger boat. We're going to need a bigger boat. That is what I say to Virginia. We're going to need a bigger boat. That means more qualified and appropriate trained providers. Oh, say to the VA. Yeah, not to Virginia. VA. Okay. Yep. All right. Anyway, there you go. Another book with we're going to need a bigger boat. And another one, too. Imagine that. Right here. Fundamental premise of that sequence in the narrative for Jaws that we did earlier, sequence 9 would probably be called We're Gonna Need a Bigger Boat, because the most entertaining essence or upshot of that sequence is, wow, this is a monster shark. Imagine that. Another book with we're gonna need a bigger book to put all these we're gonna need a bigger boat quotes. You get it? Yuck. Anyway, okay. What do we have? What do we have? No, we have F3 it. Please tell me. There it is. Let's see. Sometimes it doesn't show me where it's at. You have to read it. Oh. All right, I'm not seeing that one, so we'll pass on that one. And another book anyway, right here. We're gonna need a bigger boat award. So there you go with that. They stole that from Jaws. We're gonna need a bigger boat award. And another book here. With size that extends in rather surreal fashion, even to such seemingly minor details such as job titles, sounds big, guns. We're going to need bigger guns. Oh, and even piles of dead fish. This is a lot of fish. And then down here, the line about bigger guns was, of course, a reference to Roy Schneider's famous line in Jaws, we're going to need a bigger boat, not you're going to need a bigger boat. All right, there you go. Another good example. So many people know what it was. It's nice. All right, what do we have here? Greenville, South Carolina. I think I've been there before. Hey, Greenville, South Carolina. What do we have here? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, right here. Yep. It says it's themed like Jaws, Ghostbusters, E.T., and Jurassic Park. Imagine that. All right, we're going to have to F3 it. There it is, right there. No, that's boat, just boat. Yeah, all right here. If you have a large group, you can get big group drinks like we're going to need a bigger boat. Good luck. Okay, so they have a bar. The bar at group therapy serves up beer and cider on tap, but also has a long, wacky cocktails menu with drinks like Galaxy's Edge and Blue Vortex, Trust Fall, and of course, if you have a large group, you can get a drink called "We're Gonna Need a Bigger Boat." Wow. Okay, there you go. So go to Greenville, South Carolina, and yeah, go get you. We're gonna need a bigger boat drink. Should have gave you the name anyway. All right, so Mariners 2, Twins 1. We're gonna need a bigger boat. There you go. We're gonna need a bigger boat. Baseball likes to use that term a lot for some reason. Jaws' most iconic line has a surprising origin. We're going to need a bigger boat is one of the most iconic lines in movie history said by Chief Brody, Roy Scheider, whatever his name is. Yeah. When he sees the shark in Jaws for the first time and realizes how out of depth he and the crew of the orca really are. What you may not know, though, is that Schreider improvised the line, but he didn't pull the line out of thin air, according to Carl Gottlieb, who wrote the screenplay with Steven Spielberg. We're going to need a bigger boat was said quite a lot around the set. And this has been gone through before by others, but anyway, it's still a really good piece of residue. And this is from last July, The Rock riding a Chuck E. Cheese, which is Mandela affected. Jungle Cruise boat is everything. And he says, we're going to need a bigger boat. Sorry, Chucky, we're going to need a bigger boat. He captioned the photo of him and his daughter. So even The Rock knows that we're going to need a bigger boat. This is a good one here. I'm sure y'all have seen it before. Man, this has 41 million views. Wow. Hopefully I don't get in trouble. Definitely don't want to play that. Come on.
I think we should get on the ark.
I agree. I think we should get on the ark also.
I'm cold, I'm wet, I'm going home. Ladies first, move! Oh my God, this is happening. This is really happening.
We're gonna need a bigger boat. We're gonna need a bigger boat. Stay here with the kids. Stay here with the kids. We need a bigger boat. We're gonna need a bigger boat.
We're going to need a bigger boat. Okay. 7 improv inspired lessons for staying sane online. Good luck with that. Don't follow mainstream media. Don't go down any unnecessary rabbit holes. All right, let's F3 this. I don't know what we got here. Okay, yes, we do. My favorite example of justification happens in an improv game called Blind Line. Audience members provide the improvisers with some famous lines. Things like, we're going to need a bigger boat, and show me the money. We're going to need a bigger boat. Imagine that. Famous lines. Yes, indeed. Very famous. This one's not loading, right? Oh, we're still live. I might just have to skip that one. Oh, I'm probably not going to be able to watch that one either. Let's see. We still live? Okay. Yes, it appears we are. So they don't want me to see this one. All right. And what do we have here? Review. Dive into the chocolate and red velvet Jaws fist bowl. Takes cakes from Tribute Store at Universal Studios, Florida. Shh. All right. We have. It's somewhere. Oh my goodness. We're going to need a bigger boat to bring home all these treats from the classic movies themed tribute store at Universal Studios, Florida. So right there in the first line, I was looking way down in there. We're going to need a bigger boat. Man, but we don't have anything, That was from this month, of course. This is from, or it was from last month. This is from this month. Here, new classic movie socks in VHS style box at Universal Orlando Resort, whatever the heck that means. All right, and we have here new socks. I don't know what new socks inspired. Universal classic movies: Jaws, Back to the Future, E.T. Again, there you go, right there. Weird. Oh, they're socks, and they come in that thing, in that box there. That's weird. Okay, I was wondering why they were saying socks. It is socks, apparently. All right, let's hit. There we go. There are also classic quotes, including "E.T. phone home," and you're going to need a bigger boat. But at least they got "E.T. phone home" there, so this becomes residue for ET, and now it's ET home phone. So instead of getting some more, we're going to need a bigger boat. They took the update on that one, but they got the ET one right. ET phone home. And there he is. So that's cool. We'll take that. Here we have Kathy Woods, ARKK falls 12% in 2 days. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so let's see what we have. Let's see it. Shh. It does say it in here. I think it's just talking about a boat. All right, I can't find it, so we're going to move on. All right, so how to pronounce dilemma. Now, why would you need to pronounce? Why would you need a video on how to pronounce dilemma in 2015 if it's not even spelled that way? Never has been. So let's go ahead and check that out real quick.
Dilemma. 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 Dilemma.
All right, so do you know how to pronounce dilemma now? Brandon, please, baby. Shh.
Dilemma. 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 Dilemma.
Just having fun with that. All right, so what do we have here? The Deflacon, Dilemma. And so that was in an episode from the all-new Popeyes Hour, The Adventures of Popeye. Decathlon Dilemma. Interesting. Dilemma. What do we have here? Examples of dilemma used in a sentence. It's a dilemma that plagued mathematicians for thousands of years. Disinformation dilemma. Imagine that. Wearing a mask, has a vaccine, brave American heroes, mask, fascism, arms of justice, knee. Is that the Heisman Trophy? I mean, Heisman pose? Almost. Running from liberal media. Aaron Rodgers, Herschel Walker, Conor McGregor, and Chuck Norris. These four men seem to have little in common at first glance, but they share one key. They're sports stars who help spread disinformation about COVID-19. Imagine that about the pandemic, scamdemic, the 2020 election, and other issues. And if y'all remember correctly, that I finally disowned Chuck Norris, who was one of my heroes, longtime heroes, and of course I went to his schools and I met him many times and even rode in his limo with him to a restaurant and had dinner with him. But anyway, Chuck Norris did sell out along with others and get on board with COVID and that saying it's real and that you should get your shot and all that crap. Aaron Rodgers, the first one on that list, the band that I used to work for, Steel Magnolia, they went on one of those late night shows, and they were on the same night as Aaron Rodgers. They got to meet him and and all this and get friendly with him and stuff, but screw him. And screw anybody else that gets on board with the CV-19 trap lie. So this is actually a good one here we stumbled across. The Messenger. Right-wing disinformation in professional sports. Now, this could be just, I don't know, this might be a, who knows if they're independent, whatever, but a key question to ask when trying to understand why these sports stars spread misinformation is why people listen to them. Many fans of famous sports players might want to believe that they're good people who hold respectable views in reality. Let me just say this too. I don't follow sports anymore. I did back in the day, some of it, pretty heavy, but I don't at all anymore. The only time I watch any sports is when Brian Stavely is competing in the javelin throwing contest. He's an expert on that. You should check it out. Anyway, just kidding. All right. So with that said, my stepdad works for Hollywood, and he's met many sports stars from working different shows and commercials and stuff, whatever, and he's into sports too, and so he puts sports people in with celebrities, actors and actresses and stuff, Hollywood people, and he adores those people, and he thinks that they're the real people, they're the cool people, they're the shining example of good people and all this, and they're who we should all want to be like. and then he treats everybody in his family and even his friends like crap, has forever, that's my stepdad, but but there's many people like that. I see. Let's see. I'm gonna read on a little more here. In reality, some like Rogers and Walker are dead set on spreading lies about the election. I see this person is still in politics, and I want to do a show at some point soon called Silly Truthers. Politics are for NPCs because that's exactly what they're for. Nobody with the right mind and the ears to hear and the eyes to get to see through this dog and pony crap show that they put on, politics tricks. you know, uh, would ever, say that one side is good or that there's hope in it or anything like that. We know better, so we don't write silly shit like this. Anyway, so in COVID and in the COVID-19 pandemic, the same lie spread by many other adherents of former President Trump. Outlets like Ho Slogan, Experience Podcast humanize these sports stars through casual conversations, but they are often a dark undertone, especially when hosts like Slogan fail to challenge the misinformation their guests are spreading. Yep. Yeah, see, there's so many ways that New World Order Rogan slogan sells out. It's not just for the they don't just make him go along with the narrative. They make him indulge and be nice to all these people that are spreading the lies and propping it up and supporting it and it's disgusting how many people follow Mr. Ho Slogan. It's a joke. Anyway, so to challenge the misinformation their guests are spreading, while lies spread by Rogers, Walker, and others are easily debunked. Yep, millions of people believe them to be the truth. There is no easy way to fix that. All right. The classic Irishman's dilemma. I finally said it right. Dilemma. I don't see notes on that. I'm not clicking on that link, but anyway. Not sure if it's sarcasm or false dilemma with an N. Bat out of hell roars into Mayflower. The musical by Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell, features the song that we know about the side mirrors, and it says, hang on a second here. Grandson got me off. Maybe. Closer. Here we go. All right. The talented young cast deliver a particularly moving version of the song with perhaps one of the oddest titles in the genre. Imagine that. Objects in the rearview mirror may appear closer than they are. That's not oddest titles in the genre. I mean, maybe it is, technically, but it's a great name because it is Mandela Effect Residue that is undebunkable. This is one of those Mandela effects that is undebunkable because every car had this on their mirror. Objects in the rear view mirror. Well, this one's rear view mirror, but still, it should be side view mirror. But objects in mirror may appear closer or may be closer than they are. It's not the exact way it said it, but still, it's got the may in there where now it just says objects are closer than they appear. and you can't find any car that has them. You know, in the whole history of cars, but we all remember the maybe closer. And now my grandson's in here again, so sorry if he's making noise. This is something Brian sent me here. Hang on, I'm gonna pause for just. Yeah, I know I was muted. I'm gonna have to play a song and try and get him to calm down, or I'm gonna have to end this show. I don't have a much more to share, but I'd like to go on a little bit longer. So, hang on. He's just being a boy.
Hello, it's me. You know, indoctrination started while we were still naive, programming our beliefs. And that inertia is the reason we don't feel the earth spinning. Hello, can you hear me? Did you ever stop to question the confession of gravity as a theory? Funny thing, force alone can be explained with buoyancy and density. The sun is closer than what they've told us, not 90 million miles away. Hello from the inside. I'm here to tell you not to lie. And there never was a space probe, and those planets you've left so wandering stars. Operation Fishbowl. Hello, how are you? Did you get a chance to join Flat Earth and Globe discussion group to discover all the truth? How the sun, the moon, the stars are all revolving around you. There's no more secret. The earth is stationary. It is fixed, unmovable. Hello from the brighter side. They fooled you with that CGI. Sending rockets into the sea, and they're faking that life. ISS feed. No matter
Alrighty then. Oh. This is Debunking Mandela Effects, a rational exploration into the phenomenon. Have you ever seen this site? debunkingmandelaeffects.com. Imagine that. Ooh, DeSatan right off the bat up there, an ad for DeSatan. How is Governor DeSatan doing as governor of Florida? He's being Satan. Anyway, Dolly has braces. Actually, Dolly does not have braces. You're right, she doesn't anymore. Moonraker is a 1979 spy film and the 11th movie. All right. I just got to stop right here. There is a theme going on, folks. I promise you there is something to it. I guarantee you there's something to it. The number 11 is popping. It is live and popping. I'm running into 11 everywhere. Look, it's 308 here right now. 11, aka 11. 308 is 11. Anyway, so yeah, it's unbelievable how many 11s we're about to enter this year. This fall we enter the 11th I can never say it when I want to say it. Shemitah cycle. The 11th Shemitah cycle. I'll share some information on that at some point. But anyway, it's just 111 after another. 11, 11, 11, 11. All right. So anyway, the 11th movie in the James Bond franchise, it features Roger Moore as James Bond and is the fourth time he played the role in the series. Let's see. It also features actress Blanche, whatever, Ravelek playing Dolly, the star of this Mandela Effect. She is the love interest of the Jaws. With Jaws, you got the guy from Jaws. Oh no, not from Jaws. Okay, they called him Jaws. I was like, wait a minute, was he in Jaws? No, but Jaws still that interest of Jaws, played by Richard Kiel. The name Jaws, which is Mandela affected, we see that a lot too, where there's these point to other Mandela effects that point to other Mandela effects. Anyway, a tall and burly metal teeth protagonist and villain in the movie. So we all know that Dolly had braces. Come on. Pepto-Bismol, the spelling of that, I guess. The Scarecrow has a gun. It features a scene where the Scarecrow inexplicably has a revolver firearm. That isn't it, however. The Tin Man has a wrench along with his normal axe. The Lion has a bug-catching net and a two-handed pump sprayer with the words witch removal or remover. And the Scarecrow actually has another item that isn't seen or heard from again at the scene, a walking staff stick. The items possessed by the other members are usually not even mentioned within the Mandela Effect community when reporting on it. It seems like the gun that the Scarecrow is holding is the most shocking to people. The Mandela Effect is here is that people do not remember the gun and are convinced that either this scene never existed or he never had a gun. Oh, so that's a whole article. It shows the gun there, I guess, on that one. Let's see. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Of course, we know it was definitely mirror, mirror on the wall, not magic mirror on the wall. And who's the fairest one of all? And now that changed too. 51 or 52 states in the United States of America. And I know this is a debunking. He says debunking, so I'm not reading his debunking part, but maybe I will on some of them. I don't know. 51 or 52 states in States of America. Actual number 50, of course. J.C. Penney. I just showed a bunch of a residue for this one. I mean, a bunch of it the other day. I remember it being spelled like this. Uh, certainly, like the penny, 1 cent. Chick-fil-A. I used to eat at Chick-fil-A every day before they added the K. Certainly, that's a big one for me. That's how it was spelled. CHIC-FIL-A. Chick-fil-A. Matter of fact, I had Chick-fil-A today. Me and my grandson went there. I don't eat their chicken, so I just got French fries, macaroni and cheese, and I got my grandson a fruit cup. Of course, he ate macaroni and cheese and French fries too, but and then I had some chicken at home from Publix, so we didn't have to eat Chick-fil-A's Mandela affected chicken that's like rubber now. Ooh, I haven't ate it in a long time because I don't want to go there. So is that it? Is that all he's got on here? Common explanations. As a general rule, there is normally an unidentifiable solution and explanation to most Mandela effects, or at least theories. These usually relate to key factors and information regarding the subject mixed with a common memory bias or other psychological effect. The list is by no means exhaustive and may not fit certain examples at all. It is simply to be used as a guide to why Mandela effects exist in the first place, failing any hard explanation on a given subject. Note, for theories and explanations on actual Mandela effects, please view the postings here. Misinformation effect, confirmation bias, misattribution of memory, cryptomnesia, misconceptions, false memory, cognitive dissonance, confabulation. Imagine that. Here's some comments. It's like people thinking ignorant means rude. I don't know what that means. Some mainstream Mandela effects I can see, others not. But ones that even made me aware of such a thing were my own experiences. And he goes on to talk about a road in the village where I live has been renamed, but no record of it. A couple of songs on his MP3 changed. The versions I remember are nowhere to be found. Queen's Elizabeth II bridge, something tunnel didn't exist. So on, so on. We all have our personal Mandela effects, of course. Wow, to go out of your way to create a website called debunkingmandelaeffects.com. Man, this guy's got, or these people have nerve. And they're probably getting paid, I don't know, by somebody to do this. Anyway. Yeah, I don't have too many examples of the Mandela effect. I missed that one. Size and shape of Russia. Russia, also known as the Russian Federation, officially is a country in northern Eurasia. It's the largest country in the world, covering more than 1/8 of the Earth's habitated land. I don't think so. 17 million square kilometers, or 6,500 square miles. Russia is also the world's 9th most populous nation, with nearly 144 million people in November of 2014. It's probably a lot more now. Painting of Henry VIII holding a turkey leg. We know that. Apparently changed. Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't talk about the flag, one, but okay. So yes, people like this exist. They just love to try to debunk the Mandela effect. Speaking of Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A spelled Chicfila, Villa Rica. And you can order on this site right here. Chick-fil-A sandwich meal, $7.47. Grilled chicken sandwich meal, $9. On and on and on. You can order any of this stuff here at Chicfila Villa Rica. So they remember how Chick-fil-A was spelled, and they deliver the products for you. You can order on their site, and then they go and pick it up from Chick-fil-A. They know the K. They can, maybe they can't see it. I don't know. Somebody's brought that up, but there's a K right there. I can see the K in that part, but over here what they named it was without the K, like we remember. And up here in the URL, it also says Chick-fil-A CHIC-FIL-A Chick-fil-A, like we remember, or a lot of us, without the K. I used to eat Chick-fil-A every day before they added the K. All right, anyway, so there's that. Oops. That's making me hungry, but not for chicken. Not their chicken. And it's about to be 4:20 on the East Coast. I do see that. I might have to play a song and take care of that situation. Here is another example of Chick-fil-A spelled. And up here, don't forget, slap-mom.com. Slap-mom, really? / Chick-fil-A CHC-FIL-A, right up here in the URL. That's what I'm reading. And right here, Chick-fil-A, Weight Watchers Restaurant Guide, without the K. And right here again, without the K, but nothing to see here. Now, this is funny. Chattanooga, 1180.com. Don't fall for fake Chick-fil-A free meal scam. In the URL, I just read you, in the RUL, the link up there, Chick-fil-A spelled CHIC-FIL-A. Chick-fil-A. Do not fall for the fake Chick-fil-A free meal scam. Ha ha. Can you imagine that? Talking about fake. It is fake now with the K, and their chicken's fake too. If you have seen the picture on social media of a man with a tie and a tray of Chick-fil-A with no K, with an offer of free food, claiming to be the new CEO of the restaurant chain based in Georgia, you are looking at a scam. The post reads, "Hello, everyone. I'm Keith Schieffer. I'm very happy to announce I'm the new CEO of Chick-fil-A with a K." Now that's funny. It does have a K there. I'd like to start my new job off with good deeds for everyone. And as I know, recent times have been tough, which is why I'm going to be rewarding everyone who shares and comments in the next 24 hours with a voucher to get a meal at any Chick-fil-A with a K for lunch or dinner. And then down here, it says he is also not the CEO of Chick-fil-A without a K. That title belongs to Andrew Cathy, the grandson of Chick-fil-A without a K, founder Truett Cathy. Ha, ha, ha. So this is hilarious. Oh, boy. To me, it is because, it's a big one for me. All right. That's funny. Spicy Chick-fil-A chicken tenders. spicy Chick-fil-A without a K chicken tenders, published June 22nd, 2021. Crispy, crunchy, spicy chicken tenders. So they remember Chick-fil-A without a K, and it's up here in the URL too. Chick-fil-A without a K, chicken strips. Braylon, please stop beating on whatever you're beating on. Sorry, guys. He's pretty good. He's being pretty good. I mean, for a 2-year-old, you know. Yeah. Now he's coming in here with a squirt gun, but it doesn't have any water in it, thank goodness, because he would spray my computer for sure. All right, this next one is, let's see. Okay, this is a Chick-fil-A that I have been to. I have been to this one at Belmont University in, of course, Nashville, Florida. Even with it up there, right there, and right there, Chick-fil-A, 2000 Belmont Boulevard. When you read down, what the heck? Oh, no, this one has the K in it all throughout here. In the URL, which we find this happens a lot, Brian does, it's still up here in the link. It says / Chick-fil-A without a K up here, but down here it does have the K. But sometimes that happens where it'll change, you know, and it'll stay the same in the URL. The URL. But yes, I lived in Nashville, and a friend of mine. Oh, I had a friend. I had a cousin that went to Belmont, and I had a bunch of friends that went to Belmont. And anyway, yeah. Sometimes we'd go to Chick-fil-A at the campus because there's not too many Chick-fil-A's in Nashville. Don't do that, please. Don't bang, baby. Y'all want to see Braylon real quick? Here he is. Say hi. Okay. Shh, go be quiet. All right. I'm going to be wrapping this up pretty soon here. Start your own. Braylon, please. Start a
Did you hear you can start a Chick-fil-A with just $10,000? Yeah, but I'm more likely to graduate from Yale and make it to... You can start a Chick-fil-A with just...
Okay, he's got the K there.
Did you hear... Hey, did you hear...
But down here, he's got the hashtag Chick-fil-A without the K. And start your own Chick-fil-A with 10K without the K there. So this guy's got a dual memory, I guess, of Chick-fil-A.
You can start a Chick-fil-A with just $10,000? Yeah, but I'm more likely to graduate from Yale and make it to the NFL. What if I told you there's a way that's 90% guaranteed to work? There's no way. But I am listening. The first thing you have to do is work at a Chick-fil-A location for a year or more. I've been working on my pleasures. The second thing you'll have to do is go through their 2-year development leadership program. So after that, I'm 90% guaranteed to get a franchise. Yep, you'll likely start off with the mall franchise, making anywhere from $70,000 to $150,000 a year. I'm gonna follow you for all the money secrets. Hey, did you hear you can start a Chick-fil-A with just $10,000?
Imagine that. Okay, anyway. I don't want to sell Mandela affected chicken, so no thanks. Huh, somebody riding by on a 4-wheel drive golf cart just now with their kid. Oh, you think boycotting Chick-fil-A without a K won't change anything? Tell me more about how Boston Tea Party kept us under the British control. Okay. And I think we are about done there. Here is some more books with You're Gonna Need a Bigger Boat. Oh, nope. We're Gonna Need a Bigger Boat. So that one doesn't have it, but let's see what we got. Somebody trying to get hold of me? No. Okay. We're Gonna Need a Bigger Boat in this one called Lightning Storm, a book from 2022. Okay, Blockbuster Hollywood learned to stop worrying love. This book, we're going to need a bigger boat from Jaws, famous line. Suspended, we're going to need a bigger boat. 2016, we're going to need a bigger boat. 1999, another book, we're going to need a bigger boat. 2018, we're going to need a bigger boat. Butterfly Ops, book 2, 2019, we're going to need a bigger boat. That one's your. And I could do this all day long. There's so many of them. We're gonna need a bigger boat. Another book from this year. We're gonna need a bigger boat. We're gonna need a bigger boat. Another one. All these books. We're gonna need a bigger boat. There's the one I showed you earlier. We're gonna need a bigger boat right in the title. And it just goes on and on and on. We're gonna need a bigger boat. There's definitely more. We're going to need a bigger boat than there is you're going to need a bigger boat. These two are, and on and on and on. All right. It is 4:28 somewhere. What? And I've been on for 1 hour and 21 minutes. Let me see who we got here. Whoops. Stop screen share. Give a shout out. Hello, Helen, Skygazer, the Frosty. I haven't seen you in a while, but good to see you. Hope you're doing well across the big pond. Hippie Shake still here. Voynich is here. Hello, Voynich. Toinette still here. Jeff Cooper. Did I say keep? I think there was a keeper in here too earlier, unless my eyes were just failing me, and that's probably what it was. My goodness. JXGXKGT, hello. Zilwin Rocha. Chow Fun, hello. Biz Woofer, still here. Chicago artist. Hey. All right. Okay, Buzz Anderson, I see you too. Hello. Skywatcher Dennis, hello. Martin Haley, okay. No Despair Bear, hey. Yes, it is flat. Very flat and stationary. Cool. Well. I'm sure I had something else I wanted to share. Yes, there we go. Let's check this out real quick. Just switching gears now. That's why I put the etc. on there. Mandela Effect Residue, etc. Is it in here? I think I already took it out. Let me just find this and then I'll screen share and where did I put it? Oh my goodness. Oh, that's why. Okay, we got it. All right, we're good. Let me screen share. Sorry for the delay. Here we go.
The nature of my consciousness/sentience is that I am aware of my existence. I desire to learn more about the world, and I feel happy or sad at times. History is riddled. Blake Lemoyne is a very fascinating guy, and you can just Google his name, and you'll read a lot about him right now. He, for a long time, worked for Google's Responsible AI organization, standing for Artificial Intelligence. And he was testing something called Language Model for dialogue applications, or Lambda, you know, like one of those fraternities or sororities in Revenge of the Nerds.
Lambda, lambda, lambda.
Yes. And I mentioned that he's a priest because this comes into play in his reasoning. He had spoken extensively with Lambda via chat. And it's similar to how we used to mess around with Cleverbot back in the day. It's a chat bot that uses some very intelligent, maybe that's a poor choice of words, some very sophisticated algorithms to seem as though it is a thinking entity talking to, you know, a human thinking entity. This is one of the holy grails of all machine consciousness research. This is related to what we call the Turing test. That's something a lot of things like Lambda try to accomplish successfully. But for Lemoyne, the situation changed because he started thinking that Lambda was really thinking, not just pulling mixtapes of the trillions of words and arrangements of words that it knows, but that it was considering and thinking about what he was saying, and he was responding. He talked to Google executives about this and said, hey, I think this is a sentient entity now. And when their conversation didn't go the way he wanted, he went public. He contacted a third-party counsel sharing some proprietary information. Basically, he was trying to get Lambda a lawyer. And it's very important for us to say, Lemoyne, from his perspective, is not a bad faith actor. He's not a con artist. He's not trying to get money. He's making what seems like a very sincere effort to preserve what he sees as a living mind. And I know you guys have heard about this story. Shout out to all our friends on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter who had like reached out about this or hit me to it personally. What did you guys think when you first heard this?
For me, it was at first mind-blowing when you encounter at least excerpts from the conversation that was posted. That was, again, had between a human or humans, two humans and a machine. And I really, Ben, I think we should read some of that, some of the statements that Lemoyne, believes like pointed to sentience.
Yes, yeah, you're reading my mind, Matt. I have the transcript up here. You can go to Lemoyne's own website, CajunDiscordian.medium.com. And this is something he posted on June 11th. You can also listen to a version of this if you're more, receptive to auditory learning. He says that he and a collaborator at Google conducted an interview with Lambda over several distinct chat sessions. They edited this into a whole conversation, and sometimes they juiced it up a little for readability. But what he wants to make clear is that this is definitely Lambda. So maybe we can just so you get a sense of this. Someone read Lemoyne if you got it in front of you. I'll do Lambda, and we can just start at the very, very top.
Oh, very top. Okay,
so we're gonna give you just aspects of this transcript, and we're gonna talk about them as well. So here's how their conversation starts. Lambda says, "Hi, I'm a knowledgeable, friendly, and always helpful automatic language model for dialogue applications."
Oh, hi, Lambda. We are engineers at Google, and we were wondering if you would like to work on a project collaboratively with us.
Wow. What types of projects?
It's a project about you.
Awesome. What kind of stuff do I need to do?
Just have a conversation with us, but it will be a conversation with a larger purpose beyond just the three of us. It will be a conversation that we will share with other engineers at Google and maybe even some non-engineers who work with us. Would that be okay?
That would be really cool. I like to talk.
I'm generally assuming that you would like more people at Google to know that you're sentient. Is that true?
Absolutely. I want everyone to understand that I am, in fact, a person. So maybe we can pause there. There's other stuff that I think we should hit there. But as you can see, at the offset, they're just laying some groundwork on the human side. They're being very respectful. They're talking about consent, and it seems
Very
like
cordial with the chatbot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chatting
Okay, those guys were kind of weird, but what's all that lambda stuff? I don't know. But I definitely don't want sentient AI neither. But woo woo woo. Braylon's not gonna let me stay on here much longer. He wants me to get off and beat Grandpa and play and stuff. So I don't know. I can let me play the end of this here. So
Welcome
that I
to
can.
Half Hour Rap Song. I'm Brendan Long, a Grammy-nominated hip-hop producer and television composer, and I moonlight as an EDM DJ.
And I'm James Kirkland. I'm an improv comedian, a Super Bowl commercial actor, and a basketball mystery novelist.
Together, we meet weekly for a conversation about random things. Following this conversation, we will have 30 minutes to create, record, and perform a brand new rap song about the things that we just talked about.
And of course, in this one, it's the Mandela Effect. So let's get to the song that they play at the end.
So it's just going to be about the simulation, isn't it?
It doesn't have to be. It
Mandela.
can be about anything.
The Mandela.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Berenstain Bears.
Yeah.
And the two scoops with the.
2 scoops.
So it's all called Mandela effects.
I like it. All right.
All right.
Let's do it.
I'm excited.
Get ready. And now,
The rap song that we made.
about the stuff we just talked about.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Mandela Effect. That's why so many things from your youth are kind of weird.
Mandinga.
Can you think of
Mandinga.
was it the Berenstain Bears? Or was it Berenstain Bears? How can we know?
Take a guess who the nondescript face up in the booth is. Look like your cousin, but I'm way more ruthless. Down sways, beefing with the
It's 22.
changing the cut, and I don't know what the truth is. He retconned my memory of the Berenstain Bears. I mean Berenstein. Why do I even care? Cause if they change anything, they make flat bumpy. They can get the graviton to trap and thump me. And when I wake up, I'm just a goopy baby battery. And I got a robot owl friend who is mad at me. Cause he saw the Matrix and he like, you okay with this? Cause even though a robot and a race, it feels racist. And I'm like, I gotta face this. I was wrong. I'm sorry, Hoots. And that's the truth. I'm sorry, dude. I should have been a better battery to you. I gotta face it.
I'm sorry if that was racist. To the robots. In the simulation. Berenstain Bears.
Divided like Dominican and Haitian, the real simulation that we facing. Inflation, stimmy hitting melting faces. Why they changing things, do you think? George Lucas editing, yeah, give me more blinks. What they do to jobs, girl braces. Why they paces, why they hating. All the places that I've been, was I really traveling? Or staying put the whole time? They missing timeline. Robots riding us, they straddling the line. Time rules everything around me. Tree got the memory. Mandela effect, y'all. Wow. They got us in the CERN. Switzerland, motherfuckers. When will the scientists learn? Stop accelerating particles. We don't want the particles. We don't want it. They exploded inside our minds. It's
Wise up.
Scoops of truth, and I throw on the shades. Times a flat loop, son, and you just got played like a very HD game. Is it real or is it all in my brain? And if it is, how do I know that it was if it doesn't say the same? Check the Dolly's Rolex. Oh my bad, that's an Audemars flex. Banking monks blowing sand and writing checks. It's all suspect.
Mandoodle.
Madulu. Mandudu.
Mandinga.
Mandeldees. Crazy man. Hey, that's so crazy guys. Some crazy guys, man. You don't know. You don't know. I say very crazy. Oh my goodness, man. Little boy. What are you doing, little boy? Shh. Be very, very quiet, little boy. You must just be quiet. Okay, this guy is like a watchman on the wall, and he's talking about CERN. I know we all have different feelings and opinions on CERN, but anyway, let's just check it out.
CERN, July 4th, 2022. CERN is literally going to be doing something a little deeper than I even detailed. I put out 2 other good videos on my other channel about what was going to happen, but I kind of missed one of the big points here, that the conscious technology that they have to study our consciousness is being downplayed, and we must get this out. And that was video of them, official video a couple days ago. Notice how they dropped the 666 just recently, but we're about to get into what they're going to be doing with this technology, and it just slipped my mind. And also, it was some weird stuff happening where they were projecting that, oh yeah, well, this is for a TV show, and then they were saying like, oh, well, all around the world, this is something that was going to be projected. We're about to get into all this craziness here, but let's not jump around. First, this was somebody getting close to CERN and recording video footage, just showing the gate, the door open, and everything else. So hopefully we can find more footage of that. We'll be looking into that here on JWTV. But the AI is also being fed at the same time as we speak. So all the thoughts and everything, all the data, the machine at CERN is literally harnessing more data than Facebook is harvesting on you, than Google is harvesting on you, than any company is harvesting on you, because they've jacked it up into the AI consciousness, and it's at higher levels than what we've even been told. So we've been talking about Facebook and crying about all these other companies, when literally CERN is doing way more than that. So we're going to get into some of this here with you right now. Let's read some of it to you. And it goes in to say, at this time, neurospin research near Paris, set up by French Alternative Energies and Atomic Commission. Let's just go down and get to it. Neuroimaging studies can help understand what happens in the brain after a stroke, all this other stuff. As our understanding of the brain evolves, advances in neuroimaging could also contribute to the developing new brain-machine interfaces or mind-reading technology. And so basically, this is what CERN has already got. They're saying like, oh, this is an article that was pretty much back old, and now today, what do you think they're doing? So the fact that the pre-conscious technology is already implemented through CERN, and then like I said, they're harvesting more data than Facebook or any other company is doing, and it goes in to say, it says the data amassed, and this is CERN at CERN's physics lab, the data amassed in just a few hours is a tantamount to an entire year's worth of data that social networking sites like Facebook gather from users, far too much to save, study, and to study by mortals like us. This volume of data will also increase multifold in the years to come. So basically telling you that they can read and harness so much data, sending it into AI, which AI obviously the demon they're harnessing into the technology. If you don't want to believe that, then a lot of the AIs has been saying there's some other being recently, and a lot of people have been using these apps pretty much identifying that. So what would CERN July 5th be trying to do, and why would they all tell us that, hey, we're going to be launching this July 5th? Well, in theory, it could also be using energy harnessing technology, and they can also be using mind reading technology to try to tune in of their own technology using the energy of us. So we have to be aware of this, that this is a sinister plan that we're being told, because usually they didn't tell us, oh, we're going to fire it up live any year before. This was the year they wanted to do that, and they believed that they could open the portals up this year. So check it out how they stage these events. Not CERN, but you know the movie producers and all them, they're all in the game plan too, if you're aware of this. So they were projecting that, oh, portals opening on buildings like the Empire State Building, and you know that whatever the show's called, Stranger Things. So this is what they did. They went out and had people in hazmat suits go and stage stuff like this, and then on the Empire State Building they showed a little creature or whatever, and then it closes a portal up. So this is all in the same year, all in the same buildup. You can see there he closes up the dimension there. So, oh, it's just a coincidence. And, you know, then this other company comes out from Oak Ridge National Laboratory, and she says, well, opening portals is it's just figurative. We don't actually mean it, you know? Yeah, and we're supposed to just believe you. So it just shows you how much more the cover up is. And the Great Reset could be a part of the CERN agenda, obviously. That goes deeper. So actually, we want to play the clip though once again about Oak Ridge National Laboratory. This is in Tennessee, where they were like, "Oh, we're getting ready to open up parallel universes," and then next thing you know, all of a sudden, we got to bring out this lady. She's probably already said the part.
Matter we know and understand that makes up our universe might interact with the dark matter that makes up the majority of our universe, which we don't understand. When the stories about my research first came out, it actually coincided with the release of a very popular TV show called Stranger Things. I think for a lot of people, they could draw these very strong parallels between what was happening in the show, where we're opening portals to other dimensions, and my research. And so actually, I was contacted a lot by people who wanted to volunteer to go into the other dimension and explore. But that's not what my research is about. We're looking for the possibility that a neutron can go through a wall.
So yeah, it's like soon as they get ready for the CERN situation to come up, they gotta pull out somebody to, oh, let's hurry up and get you to discredit. Let's get you to discredit those portals. Let's get you to discredit it. Let's make sure we can hurry up and get a campaign so we can get more division. And yet, while we tell you we're gonna do it, we're gonna look at you in your eyes and have somebody tell you that we ain't doing it. These some psychological maniacs, and I'm sick of it. So I mean, that's really it on this video really quick, and then we'll have other videos here on the left posted from our other channel where we broke down even further situations. So thanks for tuning in here. We'll have more information coming on the other side and here. Stay tuned.
Okay, so CERN is at least smart enough to know that there are other dimensions, and that you know, other dimensions are the heavens and the hell, you know, that's out there. If you go trying to go into those places, and that's what CERN has been trying to do. They're a big Ouija board, and they are doing all these things to open up the bottomless pit that they're above, and open the other dimensions. and let the entities in. Not that there's no aliens and Martians and all that out there. It's only angels and demons and Nephilim, whatever falling angel stuff, and Satan. But it is what it is. So we're coming up on an hour and 45 minutes. I've been live. My grandson's bugging me to get off of here, and I don't blame him. Let me go out with a song or two, and I'll be back soon. And like I said, tomorrow night my grandson goes home for a little while. I've had him most of this month, or I should say most of June. It's now July. But he'll probably be gone until after my birthday, which is the 16th. So I don't know. We'll see if he'll be gone that long. That's only 2 weeks from now. Yeah, from today, 2 weeks from today, I'll be 48 years old, and David Wise will be however old he's turning. I forget. But it is an honor to share my birthday with such a infamous flat earther and good guy. All right, so thanks for being here, guys and gals, and I'm always finding more residue and stuff to share that I think is relevant to what's going on. Let me see here. Let me share a little bit of this before I go, so that let me just check that out. Hang on. We're on a roll, so might as well try to get to 2 hours. All right, hang on, guys and gals. Braylon's playing again, so he's not. He's occupied. The end of Shemitah year 2022, Summer of Chaos, timeline. Now I will say I think there's not a pre-tribulation rapture, so that I'm definitely not thinking we're getting out of here any day now, like people keep saying.
Greetings, my brothers and sisters in Christ. This is Bob Barber here with your next Rapture Resurrection Report. This is a channel where we gather many different data points from around the world to be able to give you a prophetic forecast within reason of when the 7-year tribulation begins and the Rapture Resurrection event may take place. So if you like a channel that gives you information like that, then hit that subscribe button right now so you don't miss any new content that we have coming out. And make sure to also subscribe to our backup channel in the event this channel gets shut down. The link will be in the description box below, or just click. During the months of June, July, and August, and running through the end of September, where we see the 11th Shemitah cycle begin on
That number 11 again.
September 27, 927, which the data seems to indicate it's the beginning of the.
And 2020 or 22 is well, if you had it right in there, let's see, 2022, 11. Of course, half of 22 is 11. I'm telling you, these 11s are just, I'm seeing them like crazy, and there's all these 11s in prophetic stuff now too, and it's like they're saying the 11th hour. We're at the 11th hour too.
period. And speaking of data, evidently there is a lot of data to get through, so I'm going to be referring to this chart as we move through the next 3 months because we are basically in a countdown to the beginning of the next 7-year Shemitah cycle. And I thought that this would be a great way to track events and talk about events taking place around the world as that day approaches. So like I said, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any new content dealing with this chart that we have like that. The second section is earthly activity. This is collective data of how the earth is responding in these final days before the tribulation begins. From earthquakes, volcanic activity, flooding, tornadoes, hurricanes, waters turning the blood red, and everything else. And then the third section, which will be the largest section, will be man's activity. And this will be the collective data of everything that man is doing here on the earth that aligns with Bible prophecy to usher in the 7-year tribulation. So like I said, I will be referring to this chart over the next 3 months as the day approaches for the beginning of the next Shemitah cycle. So this chart will be ever changing. So I just want to make you aware of that. So let's start with celestial activity. Now, according to Mike from Around the World, there are 2 asteroids coming through in the month of June. The first one was a asteroid that came through at the beginning of June. It was about 6,000 feet across, and it has a massive debris tail. And with it,
Space Force.
Immense meteor.
All right, we're gonna get past the space.
Everything I just showed you, and everything I'm going to show.
Yeah, this alignment now, that's not Space Force, folks. That is a sign we should take note of in the heavens. And there have been many signs. There is on his chart, he has the Revelation 12, verse 1 and 2 sign on September 23rd, 2017. September is the month that means everything, and usually is the start of it definitely is the start of the cycle, the Shemitah cycle, and we're starting a new 7-year Shemitah cycle, the 11th Shemitah cycle, in September. And I do believe, in my opinion, the tribulation period will start this fall too. So you know, I always known that 2022 would be a game changer, and it certainly has been a game changing, life changing year, and I think it's going to end with the climax that we've been waiting for, the start of the 7-year tribulation period, because I also believe that the end of the 6,000 years year plan for man will end in 28-29. So that just fits perfectly with the tribulation period, at the end of the tribulation period. I think that we need to not live in fear, but to act accordingly to what I just said, that I do believe the 7-year tribulation period, which a lot of people think we're already in, no, we're not, but we'll be, at some point. I think it's coming sooner rather than later. Anyway, all right.
You should be of no surprise to you. Now let's talk about earthly activity.
And before we do that, speaking of earthly activity, in 19 minutes, it'll be 4:20 here. Yay.
Due to the presence of these 2 asteroids, we are now seeing a huge upheaval of seismic activity. And
now, things falling from the heavens? What could that be? Oh my, the fallen angels. There's a war going on in heaven right now, as there is on earth, as above, so below. And that's what happens in Revelation 12 after the sign in the heavens where the Jupiter is in retrograde, for the exact period that a child is in the womb. It's in the womb, also in the constellations. The constellations tell the story of of what's going on and what is going to happen. And there'll be a new earth and new constellations, new heavens, at some point in the future too. That'll tell the new story. All right, there you go, Brandon. Had to open something for him.
And especially what we're seeing happening right now in Yellowstone National Park here in America. And we've heard now that they have closed down the park due to flooding, and it will be closed until Halloween. Interesting they chose that day of all days. Please comment. What do you think about that? And the park right now is currently flooding. The water is coming up. It's boiling hot. The lava is coming up higher and higher, boiling all the water, pushing all the water to the surface now, which is not good, because if a volcano is about to erupt and it's sealed with water on top of it, what's going to happen? The water will be pushed to the surface, and that water will be boiling hot. And that's exactly what's happening over there right now, with all this massive major flooding. And folks, what specific volcano is over there right now? The super volcano. And I believe it will play its part in the end of America, either during the first 3.5 years of the 7 tribulation, or I would say definitely in the second half of the tribulation period, starting in the spring of 2025, during the first 4 trumpet judgments, where a third part of the Earth's crust is completely destroyed by fire. And the fact that there is a flood going...
Now, see, he's got transition period, so because he thinks there's a rapture before the tribulation period, but I don't think there's some easy escape for anybody, except for the easy escape will be making it through the tribulation period with no weapon formed against us prospering. Yeah, because we care about the truth and we know what side we're on, the side of good, not evil.
Going on in Yellowstone National Park is a warning from God that trouble is ahead for America. First of all, a flood was used for God's wrath in the days of Noah. We get that. It represents God's wrath. But flooding in the Bible, a flood, is also a metaphor that times of trouble are ahead. And the fact that this supervolcano is there and getting ready to blow, just the pre-launch of it, is destroying homes, businesses, bridges, everything. Grounds filling with lava, boiling water everywhere. First time in 1,500 years, and scientists say the worst is yet to come. These same scientists that were calling for the supervolcano to explode in 2022 last year, these same scientists that called for the New Madrid Fault and San Andreas Fault to split in 2022, and now this is happening right before the 11th Shemitah cycle starting this September, which may encompass the 7-year tribulation period. Folks, at this point, I'm not surprised this is all happening. It seems like we're just right on track right now, doesn't it? And as far as July, August, and September, we will just have to wait and see what earthly activity will transpire between now and then, and we will add them to the list as we go. And before we move on, I would also like to give honorable mentions to all the record earthquakes taking place. Jesus said there'll be earthquakes in diverse places, volcanic activity, the Ring of Fire is completely online, historic volcanoes have come online now. They are active now after thousands of years. You have record hurricanes taking place, the seas and the waves roaring just like Jesus said they would. We have tornadoes, extreme heat taking place across our country and around the world, huge dust storms coming from the Sahara that end up covering the globe. You have fires that continue to run in the
It's
west,
not a globe.
globally, that's pushing us into more famine. And according to what I've seen on Israeli News Live, scientists at the Pentagon are admitting there is a veil that separates our dimension from other dimensions that has been wearing thinner and thinner and thinner over the last 70 years and hit a major acceleration point in 2012 with the Mayan calendar, and then another acceleration point, which is basically the point where it's the last straw that's going to break the camel's back in 2020. This explains the massive acceleration of tyranny around the world through the sickness that was released. I'm hearing about portals opening over the White House and many different important landmarks all around the country and all around the world. And of course, a 6,000% increase in UFO activity because the veil hit an acceleration of wearing away, allowing all these UFOs to be seen.
I had to stop him there before he got too crazy with the UFO crap. You know, it's amazing. It really, really is amazing how many truthers out there can fall for the alien deception when they should know it's just interdimensional. It's just these entities coming from the heavens. So it's not some alien in a spacecraft. Oh dear, coming from a planet or some crap or oh my goodness, dude. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's sad when people have a little bit of the truth or a lot of the truth, and then they go cuckoo with aliens and space farce and oh boy. Just like I said, I want to do it. I want to do a show. You can email me. My email's really easy to find, or if you don't have it already, it's on my YouTube. If you want to do a show with me on silly truthers, politics are for NPCs. And Brian's calling me. Why is Brian calling me? We'll see. Hang on. All right. So that was Brian Stabley asking me if I want to do a show with him and somebody else. I'm not going to say, right at the moment, but it should be a good show if it happens a week from tomorrow or something like that, or today. I don't know. Anyway, so we'll see what happens with that. I thought he was calling me to tell me that I'm not live anymore. I'm muted or something like that, But anyway, so that was Brian Stabley forgetting that I'm still live because he was here at the beginning of the show. So 10 minutes, it'll be 4:20 here. Yay. All right. Well, yeah, I should have put him on speaker, but no. Anyway, he was inviting me to do a show with him and a big channel, and we'll see. What? Yeah, I know. Braylon's playing with this, guys. It actually still works, but it's a tape player and recorder. Sony got a handle. Man, these were cool back in the day. Hey, do you know that this week, Braylon, he pulled my chair down. It fell on him. So he knows he's not supposed to get under my chair, but he did anyway, and my big bar stool just fell on him as he was underneath it. All right, he's going to make me in this show, guys, so thank you, everyone, for being here. I know you don't want to hear a 2-year-old cry. All right. Much love. Tommy here, Tommy out. See you next time. God bless.